And welcome back to the Jefferson College Spotlight as we're talking about many of the new colleges programs that are starting this fall and some terrific opportunities if you're looking for career and technical training. Here in the second half, it's a pleasure for me to have as my guest today the college's director of its Law Enforcement Academy, Captain Diane Skenga.
Hi.
Hi, Diane. Welcome to the Jefferson Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you.
As we talk about the Law Enforcement Academy particularly and a new program that is just being unveiled this fall, if you will, talk a little bit about the differences, if you will, between what is the Law Enforcement Academy and the college's criminal justice program and the options that are available for potential students.
Great. The criminal justice program that's for the general student population is a degree program, and you can take the degree and work in security and corrections and a lot of different law enforcement fields. But if you want to become a commissioned police officer, you also have to get a Class A license through the state of Missouri, and you have to go to an academy to get that. That's where the Jefferson College Law Enforcement Academy comes into play. We're able to give you the curriculum and help you develop the skills to take that Class A license test.
With that, there's an organization called POST that the college is affiliated with very intimately.
Yes.
What does POST stand for, and what role does that play in terms of an excellent program that you have?
Well, thank you. POST stands for Peace Officers Standards and Training, and it is actually under the umbrella of the Missouri Department of Public Safety. There are 19 academies across the state of Missouri, and every academy has to deliver the basic program that POST gives you. No matter where you go, you're going to get that same curriculum. And then academies get the chance to build on that curriculum and add additional training as they see fit. In the Jefferson College Law Enforcement Academy, we do something unique to any other academy, and that's we build those extra hours and bring in Gen Ed so that you not only come out of the academy with your Class A certificate so that you can go get a job as a commissioned police officer, but you can also graduate with an associate program, associate degree as well.
It's very exciting.
Yes, it is.
And very unique,
It's very unique. We're the only one in the state.
As you mentioned that program, and particularly the new post-only certificate program, what are the prerequisites for someone looking to get into it, and what application deadline are we looking at?
Okay. First, we came up with the post-only program because we wanted to make as many programs available to as many different kinds of students. And we've had students come to us and say, well, I've already got my degree, but I want to get that Class A license. So they've had to duplicate some of their courses because you have to take everything that we deliver in the academy to graduate with your Class A license. So to do that, then they were duplicating classes. So to reach out to those students who have already gotten their degree, those high school students that need to continue their education after high school, they can go ahead and get a degree, then come through the academy, and we deliver that core curriculum that's required by all academies so that they're not duplicating their Gen Ed. So the only requirements we have, you can one of two stages. You either have a degree, we don't care in what, degree in science, degree in nursing, degree in anything that you want.
Even a public relations man.
Even a public relations guy. And you can come to us with that degree, and then you can go ahead and take the post-only. Or if you have the Gen Ed requirements, that when you combine those with the curriculum that we deliver with the criminal justice certificate in the Law Enforcement Academy, then you'll graduate with a degree as well. So we have two different students that we can go after.
Having said that, Diane, how long does it take? I'm assuming it's more of a condensed program in the certificate only. What is the student looking at in terms of completing that program?
To complete the program, it's going to start in October 11th of 2012, and you'll graduate the very end of June, first week of July. This is our first class. There's a little over 700 hours of training, Monday through Thursday, 6 to 10 p.m., 2 8-hour Saturdays a month. So we're kind of juggling between that last week of June, first week of July.
Gotcha. And for the program that begins in October, when should folks be looking at getting materials and application things turned in?
We need to hear from you by August the 1st.
August the 1st.
Yes, we have applications online. We have applications at the Jefferson College Imperial site. We have applications with any of the counselors, or the advisors can also get you applications. We need to hear from you by August 1st.
And as far as that application process goes, what are things? It's more than just filling out a piece of paper,
Yes,
I'm sure.
it's more than filling out a piece of paper. In addition to filling out a pretty lengthy application, we also are going to schedule you for a physical assessment where you're going to have to do sit-ups and push-ups and toe touches, and you're going to have to run a mile and a half in an allotted amount of time. We also have an interview process. There's certain people that just cannot get into the program because of possible history.
Sure.
So we make sure that you don't spend your time and money unless you're hireable when you get out.
Very good. In terms of the instruction, what are
Yes.
some of the specific things as the one enrolls in the certificate-only program that you will be learning?
The certificate-only program includes constitutional law, state law, traffic law. Everybody loves traffic law. We also get into domestic violence and child abuse investigations, all sorts of criminal investigations, from death investigation, where we go visit the morgue, to how to testify in court, and we have court hours that you go observe in court. We also do defense tactics, a few bruises now and then, but it's always fun. We do driver training out at Six Flags in their parking lot, where you do real hands-on driver training. You do get sprayed with OC pepper spray while you're in the academy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
This
yes.
is real.
You have
This
to
is real.
experience this. It's important that you know you can come out the other side on that. So we have firearms training. We have over about 72 hours of firearms training with the Glock 9mm and also the Remington 870 shotgun.
Yeah, a lot more than just reading a textbook,
A
isn't
lot more. A lot of classroom time, but there's a lot of hands-on time to make sure that you understand the rules and you understand the skills.
it? And you wouldn't want it any other way.
Absolutely not.
With that, I know that the Academy and its law enforcement program is very well connected with not only municipal departments, but the Sheriff's Department, and even in federal level in many cases. Having said that, what are some of the connections and ways in which Jefferson College is so intimately tied to some of those groups?
We not only have the employees that they're looking for. We have gotten recruits employed throughout Jefferson County, St. Genevieve County, Warren County, Camden County at Lake of the Ozarks, but also St. Louis County at municipalities like Creve Coeur, Kirkwood, Manchester, Ellisville, Baldwin, St. Louis City. We have 2 officers that are now working down in St. Louis City. And so we make sure that we bring in those instructors, that you can get a feel for all of those departments, find out what's going to work for you, and that's where you go apply. That's where you go get those jobs.
Yeah. And that's impressive. Not just is it here in the Jefferson County area, but all across the state, many places throughout the Midwest.
Right.
And I know, I see it in your face. You've got to be so proud.
I'm very proud.
That Jefferson College cadets and graduates are getting good jobs, real jobs, coming through the doors of Jefferson College.
Yes, and they always come back and let me see them in uniform. Yes.
Now, you're at a relatively new place. The college moved just a couple of years ago from the Hillsborough campus to Imperial.
Right.
What has that move been like for the program?
It has jumped the program. In addition to the recruit training that we're also delivered to the law enforcement community, we also have continuing ed for commissioned law enforcement, so they can come back and train, and they can stay up to date with their expertise. And so being at the Imperial site right off of 55 at Richardson Road, we're able to pull in law enforcement from all over the St. Louis metropolitan Illinois area that come in for that in-service training. It's also allowed us to expand our training, and we have the driver simulator. We now have 2 driver simulators the recruits can use. We have our own FATS room for the firearm training simulator. We have a room that's set up for defense tactics and practical application exercises. It's a truly professional, well thought out training curriculum.
You've got some nice toys.
We do. We do. Yeah.
Diane, what's the best way, as we're talking about a brand new program here, the post-only certificate program, for those who watch us today, what's the best way for them to get more information about application materials and other prerequisites?
For those folks that aren't at a phone Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. that you can call us at Imperial, the website, of course. Go to Jefferson College, go to Career and Tech Education, right to the Law Enforcement Academy. Our application, our instructions to apply, everything's on there. But please feel free to call anytime. If you don't get us, if you call late, we'll call you back in the morning, I promise. The phone numbers for my office is 636-481-3420. or you can call our front desk at 636-481-3425. We love to talk to you and explain our program.
Great. And again, that application deadline, that's probably the most important date.
August 1st.
August the 1st.
We need to hear from you by August the 1st. Even if you can't get all your documentation absolutely in line by August 1st, we need to hear from you by August 1st to set up those interviews and physical assessment times.
Very good. One last question. I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't ask you. Again, I can see the level of proudness as you talk about this program, as you shepherd it so well. What makes Jefferson College, when we look at law enforcement, what makes it literally the premier program of its kind in all of the area?
I mentioned it once before, we're the only academy that provides that student with a degree in addition to their Class A license. If you start watching the law enforcement postings, more and more of the agencies are requiring a 2-year degree at a minimum. Many are starting to require a 4-year degree. And we're able to jumpstart that education for that student to get them back into the learning environment. And I've taught at 3 other academies before I took this full-time job. After getting to teach report writing at an academy without any gen ed, without any English comp, without any oral communications, without any general sociology, the reports I see now, it's a more professional, it's a more developed student and employee that we're putting out.
You're doing a great job.
We love it.
I'm very
We're having a
envious
blast.
of you.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you much. Well, again, there's some great information. A brand new program is starting this fall. But again, remember that application deadline, as Diane did say. It is August the 1st. So you've got to pick up the phone or drop by the Jefferson College Imperial location. Even visit the website. She mentioned www.jeffco.edu. Well, that's it for this edition of the Jefferson College Spotlight. We hope we've given you some great information in terms of opportunities that exist for the fall semester. We'd love to have you here as a student at any of the college's locations this fall. But remember, there are specific deadlines, and for this program, that deadline, again, is August the 1st. Well, this has been the Jefferson College Spotlight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on JCTV.